of humanizing the victim here in a truly deep and profound way. You watch the little sister, you watch the mom, you watch, the very nice Officer Wilson giving that description. I saw the little girl, lifeless, bleeding from her neck, lying in her mother's lap. You watch the rescue efforts that were being made. It's all pretty powerful stuff, even though it has nothing to do with the issue of self-defense.
No, it doesn't, and I think that's why they do this. They start to humanize and pull on the heartstrings of the jury, so the jury understands that this is a case about a little girl that was killed. Because there's going to be a lot of argument later on about the law and the different theories of self-defense. So I think they want to get everybody on the same page as far as knowing that this is a little girl we're talking about, this is a tragedy. But the defense later on is going to admit this was a tragedy and it was an awful thing that happened. But it happened because my client was acting in self-defense.
Okay, but I'm sorry, it's different. If the victim here, and we will call her a victim because clearly she was, the victim of a killing, whether or not the ultimate act is deemed to be criminal. It's different that she's a tiny little, totally innocent girl who was, playing games with her sister and died in her mother's arms. Legally, it makes no difference if she was a little girl or, some 35-year-old crack-addled lunatic. But in terms of the way people do things in the real world, it matters a lot, doesn't it?
No question. That's exactly why they're doing it. They're pulling on the heartstrings of the jury, and it's going to make a difference later on for sure. And remember, these aren't two people just in a regular kind of gun battle. These are two drug dealers basically duking it out, and I don't think anybody's going to feel too sorry for them.
Well, we don't know that Mr. Darling is a drug dealer. We know that Mr. LaRose decided he was going, I believe, to the housing project for the purpose of purchasing marijuana, but he's the prosecution's witness. As far as we know, Mr. Darling is just a guy with an AK who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Time for a break. Don't go away. Live testimony continues from Miami, Florida. 24-year-old man facing a possible